Alright, I think this will be pretty good. I hope it's not too loud. Alright, so I'll bring this up halfway. It's kind of weird because I can't really see the screen, you know? I can't even see this screen either. Maybe I should just work on this side. No, I think I like this side the best. I just wish I could see what I was doing. So I gotta, usually I can always see the screen, so I always feel kind of good wherever I'm at. Try a couple different colors. Got some feeler gauges. Yeah, I can't even see what you guys are even talking about. Do you guys just want to see the back of my head while I do this? I just think that I'm gonna miss out on so much of what you guys are talking about. I guess if I wanted to, I could zoom in too, which would be better. How about right there? That seems good, right? So first I just gotta wedge this up just a little bit. These guys. Alright. I guess now we officially have started now. So what are we doing? We're gonna be making some more little whistles, right? I need to change that over to me just a little bit more. Sorry, it's taking me a second here. Because I like kind of working in this space right here. Alright. Double click for live. Don't fall for that AI garbage. I don't even know what that means. What's up, mate? What you cooking up today? Today I'm making whistles, so we're gonna be making whistles today. I'm starting off with two just little, like, you ever have Concord grapes? Concord grape balls of clay, right? And make them into two little bowls, right? And let me just make sure I got all my tools that I need. Oh yeah, you just really need a popsicle stick. I'm not sponsored yet, but where's my sponsorship thing? Can you guys see this? Or how about this? Outshine. Popsicle sticks, dude, they're the best. But you can use these just to make a whistle, which is pretty cool, right? So again, we got our two little bowls. We're gonna make kind of like this little walnut shape here, right? I'm almost where I need to be with this. I think I need to zoom in more here, but for now this will work. Alrighty. Alright, so we got our little walnut, right? I'm gonna go smear right over this edge. And, you know, have you guys ever watched Better Call Saul? Better Call Saul, you guys watch that? Alright, so we got our little hollow ball here. But do you guys know Better Call Saul? There's a scene in Better Call Saul where Chuck is taking, Chuck and Jimmy are taking the tape off the walls. And Jimmy is just kind of ripping it off the walls. And Chuck goes, no, no, no. Jimmy, you're doing it wrong. And then he says you gotta roll the thing over, right? Again, we go back to smear. Sometimes if you just go like full force like this, there's air trapped in here, so sometimes it will pop out that seam. But again, that's all you really need to do. And we're trying to make like a little can thing, right? Right now I'm preparing for this Wednesday. I have my friend coming over and we're making a chessboard, right? And chess pieces, and each of the chess pieces is a whistle. And so that's what we're gonna be working on. I'm pretty excited for it. We're gonna do like a little tournament at the end, but right now I'm making the bodies for my chess pieces. It's a vibe, right? We're gonna make our little mouthpiece now. Mouthpiece. Pat down one side a little bit flatter than the others. Push this on there. Our little mouthpiece attached. Take our stick and we're just kind of smoothing out this edge here, making sure we're getting our little mouthpiece here all figured out. Right, this is kind of what it looks like so far. This is like video game music or something. Pushing this in kind of right through the top edge here, puncturing into the main chamber, and we have our stick poking out of it. We're trying to keep it level, you know, that's kind of important with these. You really want to make sure you keep them level. Grab the flat side of your stick, go a little bit behind where you think the opening to the main chamber is going to be, right? So I chose to go a little bit behind like that. You guys want to look on the top here. I feel like I need to get this light cooking here. Is that too much light? It might be too much light. Yeah, dude, I'm freaking going blind. Hold on. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep it dark. I know it's kind of weird, but I can just change the direction of this one for just a little bit. This should be a little bit better. You guys can see that, right? Let's do this too. Why not? There we go. That's perfect. You guys can see that hole, right? There we go. Okay. Now we're right behind there. You ever have those ice creams with a little wooden stick in it? Turn this down a little bit. Looks like that. Just kind of scoop this out like ice cream. We don't eat it though. Don't eat it. Spin this out. Spin that out. And we're really making sure. You see how we have a nice little wedge there? I don't know if you guys can see the light. It's not hitting it properly, but it's a wedge until you see and you hit the that's too much. But you can see the stick there. That's what I'm trying to point out, right? Now I'm slowly gonna remove this. Sweet. And we're making sure that we're going right under the wedge. Make sure we puncture into the main chamber here. And we'll give it one quick first blow, but it won't, sometimes it won't work the first time, and there's still some things I can do to adjust, but I just want to see how it sounds first, right? It's actually pretty good, so we'll leave it alone. Okay, we're gonna make our next one. Usually they don't turn out that good right off the cuff like that, but that was pretty nice. While we do this though, I am going to do two things. I already know for a fact that I want to move the camera to the right just a little bit and zoom in. I think I'm okay with this now. Yeah. See how I'm more like, it's the one thing. I want to bring this more towards me now too. Sorry I'm being so particular, y'all. I just want to kind of get this set up the way that I want, you know? I think it's right there. Yeah, this is perfect. Do you see how my hands are centralized in both of them? I don't know much about SZA. I know she sung a song in, I think, like Fortnite or something, right? That got really viral. It's funny, I don't even play Fortnite, but I know that she did something with Fortnite, I feel like, right? Alright. Pulling this up. I like that. Alright, and here we go for our next little whistle. Thumb in. Alright, I like these two are fine here, right? Bring them together. And we're going to start rolling these up. Making the mouthpiece. I just had an idea of what if I made through a vessel, and before I close the vessel up, I embedded this down into the vessel, and then I collared around this. I don't even know how I would do that though. I think it's possible. And you could hide the whistles in vessels. I feel like that'd be so sick. Alright, anyway, I'm pushing in on this side now. I think I can be a little bit closer. Alright. I feel like, can you guys even hear me? Or no? I don't know how the audio sounds right now. I just changed some things, so I don't know. First, if you guys can hear me. Second, if, what is it called? The music is too loud. I don't know. This clay looks like the perfect consistency, not too wet, not too dry. Yeah, I would say, actually, I need to, you're so smart, thank you so much. You just saved this, this clay here. I'll tell you why. Audio's good? Okay, thank you. Okay, so usually I get like a wet sponge, and that's what I'll keep the clay I'm working on, because what happens, right, here I'll show you guys. What happens is this actually steals the moisture from the bottom. So right now it's at the perfect consistency, but I guarantee you if I just kind of peck away at it, by the time I get to the bottom it's not, right? So I like to store it on a wet sponge, or you can store it in like a bin, like a wet box or something. That also works, but just a little friendly tip, you know. Okay, anyway. Get underneath. Wait until you get to the back there. Grab the top of this. Push in, wiggle. Into the side. 45, like an ice cream scoop. You scoop that up. Not really, just kidding. You're pranked. And we're just making sure this wedge is nice and clear of debris. Alright. Pull this out. Look on the inside of our whistle here. And if we don't see the hole into the chamber, we have to go underneath of our little wedge, and we gotta push the clay down into the chamber. Alright. Usually when I do that, I'll go back in with my little popsicle stick there. And it really does help to go back in there one more time and to realign things. You guys ready? So this one's struggling a little bit. The only thing that I'm seeing, you guys can't really see in here. Alright, you know what? I'm going to get my little mini flashlight, because you guys really need to see this. Okay. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. You see, there's like, oh, it's hard to kind of, do you see how it's not flat? Like there's the hole, and then there's like a little ledge underneath the hole. So you gotta get that little ledge straight and flat, or else the air is gonna wanna prefer to go one direction over the other, right? So. Oh, we may have just, yeah, we hit our ledge too. So back in with this. And so right now it's really, that's all we're doing is we're playing Whistle Doctor right now. done. So here's our 2 so far. And these are just, we're making all of them first, right? Because they're going to be all chess pieces, right? But here's the first one. Second one. And you want to see something cool, is we can change the pitch just like this. So. Oh, that one's too much. So we can only do one hole actually. It's okay. I like them having different noises, right? Somebody asked, audio is good, that's a great idea. Oh, I love pottery. Pottery is cool. What's the backstory of the name Pottery Demon? Well, it's all about, you know, when you wake up in the morning, right? What do you hear, right? To me, I hear the bed. It was literally talking to me, and it says, "No, come back, lay down for 5 more minutes, yo. Five more minutes." It's so warm, you know, like when you stand up and like it's just cold. It's unpleasant, right? And there's that little voice, right? That's a demon, yo. The demons are talking to you. And so, Pottery Demon, right, is like the whole entire name is about listening when and trying to decipher when you're hearing that demon voice, right? And so it all kind of started because last year I did this project where I did 3 vessels a day. I threw 3 of these tree vessels a day, every day for a whole year. No stops. And I posted every day too, right? And so I was trying to keep that like demon voice, like not listening to it and continuing to produce, right? That's kind of the thing, where it came from. Mm. I gotta do stuff with this stuff here. I think I want to do something sculptural for the heads of these guys, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna get some sauce here. How to get some sauce. We're gonna try to do something with these. I'm not sure yet, but we'll try something. Okay. On this edge. There we go. Get that just lightly attached. This is really just to kind of look nice. You know, the real attachment of this comes through the pushing through of the stick through the mouthpiece, right? Done. Open this up a little bit. Back a little bit further. Let this out. Look on the inside again. I could probably take this a little bit further back. I'm just gonna kind of clean up this edge here. We have some sound, but it's struggling a little bit. Like, this sound is a little bit sad. I want to be a happy sound, right? I'm gonna take him back a little bit further. just keep them like that. Will the firing and glazing affect the sound of these at all? Not really. That's why I like making them, is it's kind of immediate. If you were like really like auditorially gifted, you'd probably notice a small difference, but I really don't think it's that much of a big difference. You guys can see what I'm doing on the main screen. On the top screen, you can kind of see what I'm doing here. I don't even know. Face, I guess, should just be a line, so. Magic spell, and maybe I'll make him a sword. I don't know if he really... I don't know if I like this. I think, to be honest, what I'd like more is me making a topper for this, like a throne topper, like the head of this thing becomes... So let's just erase that face. Let's redo this, because I feel like that made it like too craft project. I want it to feel like found on a different planet, like as like on Mars, you know, and something like weird. Well, let's just give this one another. Okay. We'll leave this alone, and we'll just keep making them. Made some plates yesterday. Thought of you, me lord. You have a demonic icon. You a follower of the demon pottery club. That's so funny. Somebody said, why am I always playing with poop? I don't know, bro. give my clay a little spritzy doodle every few. Get this out of here. No electronics in the path of the spray, please. Okay. I have Discord. Yeah. I'm not gonna follow anybody on Discord though, bro. Like the only people who I have on my Discord are like my close pals, you know. Oh, I see. What? Yo, just post what you made on YouTube. That's how I could see. Just do that. Do you ever post on YouTube? I'm not, but I absolutely could. Yo, do it. That'd be awesome. I always feel like it'd be cool to have like, imagine there's like a group of live streaming pottery people that all stream on the same thing, right? Like we have a bunch of different angles. Like I don't have my other camera on right now, but usually I have my wheel set up going, but I imagine it'd be cool to have like multiple things going on the same time. But it's like a dream of mine. I'm not saying you have to do it, I'm just saying like a streamable pottery setup, you know. And like make a whole entire little, I imagine it's like one of those things like there'd be like one main channel and it has like, it's like a dude in a security room and there's like 9 different pottery people and like there'll be like the color of it, it's all black and white, and then when somebody's online in that area that will pop up and you can click to that to go to their thing. I feel like that would be so crazy. But I've seen a lot of your videos and can sense of what you mean. The idea would be just as you described. Notice you're reviewing all of these potters. I think it would be crazy. Like, I imagine that sort of stuff would be so cool. I'd want to be one of the potters, though. I'd probably get, like, a friend of mine to be, like, the... Or maybe it'd just be a looping clip, you know? And then just change it when somebody goes live, I guess. Anyway. Just an idea. I feel like it's always good to think about possibilities. All right. I wonder if it would help you guys if I zoomed in a little bit on this main camera. Do you think that would be beneficial, or do you guys like what it is now? Like, let me know, because I can move things around. Yeah. What's the story behind your name then? Connor Theta. And why do you have an icon like that? I'm kind of curious. Are you into like dungeon synth or something? I don't know what I'm gonna do for these to make them look like the chess pieces. This kind of looks like a horse, though. I could imagine that'd be kind of a cool head of a horse, maybe. I don't know. There's possibilities that I'm just not visualizing yet. Belveth, yo, you're a League of Legends player. That's the icon. It was generated a while I was making a criminal wizard for D&D. That's sick. So it's like an AI generated thing, or is it before like all the AI stuff got popular? Because I remember there was like some early image generation stuff I thought was pretty cool. Criminal wizard for D&D. I've only ever played I've tried to play D&D a couple times, but I feel like it's hard to get a group to have a consistent meetup time, you know? That sounds pretty good. We can clean this up just a little bit more, though. You guys kind of hear the little solo there? Or is my whistle way too loud? You guys can hear the background music. Oh, really? I know, that's so interesting. You must be from a different generation than I am then, because I feel like the only Belveth reference I know is from the game League of Legends when I was growing up. That's funny. Interesting. Okay. the facet. You cut facet and stuff. Oh, wow. I've seen videos like that online, and it seems pretty cool. Do you make online content of that stuff or no? Maybe I do just make like vessels, cut them in half, and I literally just smack them back together. I don't know. This is hard to think about how I'm gonna do this. I probably don't need that much more than this. Blue sky posts, but insulated massing camera equipment. Nice to make shorts. Yeah, yo. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I think, like shorts are pretty cool to make, you know? I think a lot of time there's a lot of like not too great shorts, and so I like there being like real people in the shorts, you know? And not just like one of those things where like somebody's like acting, but just like somebody's like literally talking. At least that's what I think is cool about the making YouTube shorts. I've been doing like these little glaze analysis videos recently that I kind of like. I think I'm a little bit too thin there. A little bit too thin. Alright, smoothing this out. Ready to roll this up. And again, we're looking for that kind of that can shape. It's not good. Probably gonna put a limit on what this is gonna become now. Hey man, how goes the day? Pretty good. So the glazes I do with my partner's dad have been fun. So far we have a lot of magic with base coat dip, translucent rims, and red drop, followed by red droplets. A post. Yeah, I don't even know what any of those things that you just talked about are too. Magic with a base coat dip. So base coat of, I'm assuming like a white glaze. Translucent, thick rims. Wheelit drop. Translucent, thick rims. So like a glaze that's translucent, or the clay is translucent. Don't let the rims drop though, so the rim's like dropped over, so like I'm imagining like how a flower opens, followed by imperial red droplets. I'm assuming that's on the inside. So they're like flowers? Maybe I misinterpreted what you said. I'm making whistles right now. I'm making little whistles for our chessboard that we're constructing with my friend here. We recorded our first like recording session was last Wednesday. And we're making a chessboard set out of whistles, and so I'm gonna keep working on that every Wednesday until that is finished, and I'll post like a 2-hour long video about it or something. And we're gonna play it at the very end. We're gonna play the game. So it'll be kind of fun. And after each piece dies, like say if this was like a knight, you have to good night, you know, bye bye. You have to play him as he dies. He gets taken out by another piece, right? Glaze the base coat can be any color. Flowers. Whistles are dope, by the way. Oh, thank you. Whistles and chess. I love it. And we're getting a long video of this. Yeah, I think so. So I've been setting up my place so that now I can have like people come in to like film with me, and then we can make things together. And so this is the first, I've tried it a couple times, but this is the first like real attempt at it. So I'm pretty excited about it actually. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm just prepping because she said that she was going to make a couple of them. And so she came in, and she seems like the type of person that would come in and have them all done. And I'd be like, oh, dang. So I'm trying to prep a little bit. I don't want to be the slacking one, you know? This one's pretty good, actually. I like the sound of this. Looking forward to it. Sounds great, good. Fipple action. Yeah, you remember what it's called? Yes. That's the fipple, yo. Is that Aztec death whistle? No. These are just whistles. I know you can have it like the sound with the whistle. I was doing that earlier when I was doing my little solo. My little whistle solo. I think today I'm gonna try to get, how many do we have made? 1, 2. Let's do all of the whistles today. Let's just crank them out. What time is it? Yeah, we'll just do the whistles today. Like that'd be good. Then tomorrow, if I want, I could just throw the tops. I think I want to make throw a head for each of the whistles. So we'll see. I'll split this one apart here. There we go. Roll this one up. You're serious about the blue vessel, by the way? Did you happen to see the comment? Here. I think, I'm not sure. I'll see it in a second. You liked it. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. So you like blue? You like the color blue then? Is that what you're telling me? I'm not a blue guy, I'll be honest. You won't see many blue cups. You know, I do when I look over there, I do see a lot of blue, but that was on accident. That's an accident why I got so many blue. Normally I don't pick blue. More of a green, more of a yellow, and more of a purple. I feel like those are superior to the team of blue. There's a bunch. I have to make so many of those little like glaze videos. I have like 160 of those videos to make, and I've only made, you guys on YouTube have only seen a couple of them, but on the Instagram I've made 15. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm glad you guys liked it. So you do like blue. You're a fan of the blue. Clan of blue. I think my least favorite color though has got to be red. I gotta make a color tier list. I feel like would be kind of fun. But yeah, I think the form was pretty good on that one too. I mean, that was the series. I think you might have been there that day when I was throwing the weird faceted ones. This was maybe like a month and a half ago now. I think I want to make a lot more green and yellow glazes, but the problem is my green screens are usually green. Not usually, just almost always they're green. Sometimes people would do the blue ones, but so I feel like I gotta get colors that would work well with the green. It might have been that, actually. It was around the same day. You know, maybe I was trimming when you were doing that, but I think I might have been trimming that vessel group too. I think it was even maybe a little bit before that, but I can't really remember. Yeah, but I like that day of making those ones. I'll have to, if I ever make cups again, I'll have to do more like that. I feel like I'm not going to be throwing cups for a while, you know. Six. I wonder if maybe I should make some stamps for the backs of my. I was making some. I made these little fish stamps of my friend's fish design. I was stamping them on these mugs that she made. Down here. A cup for a spoon. You'd be down. Yeah, I just have to. I have to figure out what I want to do with all of them, though. You know. I think I want to do one more recording with all of them. Not sure. This probably wants to do some crazy thing. You should make one for your stuff. Nah, I would never stamp my stuff with like my name. I would stamp like a face though, right? Like I was thinking about how I'm gonna do the faces for some of these. Maybe I have like little eyeball stamps and stuff for my chest pieces here. I gotta think about that. I think that'd be kind of cool, to be honest. But we shall see. Interesting. So you never want to apply your mark to your works. Is that right? Yeah. try not to. I used to. Used to do that on some old ones. But I try not to do that no more. I used to like heavily label it. I'd give it the day that it was made, everything on it. It could almost look like Easter Island heads. Oh, you mean the chess pieces? That'd actually be a cool idea for pawns. But I think I really am gonna just see what I can make with throwing like a little head for them, and seeing if I can like somehow bring the wheel back into the pieces. So let me try to do that first, and then we will do some more sculpting. I try to avoid sculpting as much as I can, you know. That's cool, and I think I understand your motivation there. You want the work to speak for itself 100%, or the fact that you want to make it inconsequential. I don't know that word. Inconsequential, like meaningless? The fact that you made it meaningless. I don't know, I think, I don't know if I want I just don't want to sign something, that's all. I used to think it was like, I thought that because of, there's this book called, something mystery mark, or something, the mark of the maker, or something. It was like a group of these Japanese potters who were like, yeah, we're not gonna sign our name on nothing. And it was like a little philosophy or something for a little bit in some era of pottery there. And I thought it was kind of cool. And so that's why it started, but now I just don't want to sign it. I don't feel like signing it really does anything for me personally. Trying to make the mouthpiece a little bit longer here. The Unknown Craftsman, there you go. Thank you. Yeah, I used to think I really liked that, some of the things it was talking about in there, but now it's more of like I said, I want to do stuff that I think are valuable, right? For right now, I don't think there's any value in me putting my my name on something just yet, you know? So. You see how I try to make the mouthpiece a little bit longer on this one? This one though, this one sounds good. Oh, you mean before? I did have some fitful issues. It's so funny. It's interesting, Japanese craftsmen really signed any of their work until after contact with Europeans. Even most katanas weren't signed. Really? That's pretty crazy. I didn't even know that. There's like a whole entire video online about, I forget what it's called. Like work that wasn't meant to being seen. Some like art guy who makes videos about art and try to conceptualizes it on YouTube. He did a video on it. I thought that was pretty good. There's a lot of really weird things. Like they were talking even about like musical art. Like apparently the musician Prince had a bunch of music that wasn't released and was in a vault, right? And so there's like legal battles on if they should release it or not or something. And it's just kind of interesting to hear like about this idea of work that's never meant to be seen. There's like a book that you have to literally tear open the pages to see what they mean. So it's really, there's some cool stuff. There's this giant city called City that's in the middle of nowhere, and it's just made out of concrete, and it's all like, it's like one of the biggest sculptures or something like that. But it's crazy. Alright. Here we go. We're going to bring these two together. It's true by happenstance. A friend of mine who collects antique katanas is in Japan right now buying swords. He just bought his first signed one 3 days ago. Dang. So cool. I feel like one day I would like to go travel around and just see pottery and like all around the world. I think it'd be kind of cool to just talk with the people who made it. And I'd want to hear them explain it to me as if they think I know nothing, you know? I like hearing how people explain things. Alright, around this. Go. Side too. Alright, here we go. Make our mouthpiece. We got a couple more of these to make. And then tomorrow we're going to be making the toppers for them. Actually, I'm pretty excited about this. I think this will be a cool, they'll be cool pieces, but I keep thinking that I need to make them all dragons for some reason. Like, they're literally just like different like color dragons or something. So they're all the same piece, so it's just different. I think that'd be kind of interesting actually. I had these students one time who were really into this like book series called Wings of Fire, right? It's like a dragon book series. So I thought it's kind of interesting. I've always been interested in dragons, so it's interesting to hear what got kids into dragons, the new generations, you know. I think my biggest dragon moment was the trailer for Skyrim. I remember looking at it, and I was on vacation with my family. I don't even know where we were at, right? I was so young. But when I was there, I must have been on an iPod on some like Wi-Fi, or maybe I was in a car. I can't really remember. But I do remember seeing that, like the ad for it for the very first time, or the trailer, and my jaw like hit the floor. I couldn't even like believe it, you know? So I feel like Skyrim was my intro to dragons. I knew of dragons, but I wasn't that into dragons before Skyrim. It's not totally true. I like drew a lot of dragons, but there wasn't like a media. Well, no, there was Aragon. You guys remember Aragon? Your kid loves Wings of Fire. There you go. See? I remember the Dragon Tales. Do you guys remember Dragon Tales? Dragon Tales, Dragon Tales, blah 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 blah. Dragon Tales. So maybe I did have a couple of instances, but I don't know why the Skyrim thing stands out to me so much. Wow, that one's really nice. Okay. So we have 8. We need 8 more. Cruising. There's a Potter. He's awesome stoneware visiting him. Gave me a lot of perspective with large bowls and large kimchi pots. Oh, that's cool. That's amazing. Do you guys do that sort of stuff? There's a movie called Dragon Slayer when I was a kid in the 80s that made me a fan of dragons. That and reading The Hobbit. Whoa. Wow. That's so cool that you guys are doing that. I've only ever had pickled anything. It's actually not true. I had had homemade kimchi before. A lot of my roommates, or not my roommates, my friends in my undergraduate, they were Korean, and so they'd always introduce me to all sorts of things, like something called tteokbokki, which is pretty good. It's like these thick rice noodles with like fish cakes, and it's kind of spicy. There's egg in it, I think, too. But as far as pickling that I've done, I just kind of eat my grandma's. Like, you ever have those eggs, like pickled eggs? They're like purple because of like the beets. I remember liking those, actually. Dragon Tales, that's so funny. Yeah, dude, Dragon Tales, it's literally classic. I miss the whole like 80s, 90s like dark fantasy era, though. You know, I feel like that must have been like a really cool time to be into like fantasy. I've not, but purple eggs do sound cool. They're really good too. They're hard boiled, but I don't know. I feel like hard boiled eggs are like the best way to have eggs nowadays. Yeah, the dark crystal. Yeah. The practical effects in that too are pretty crazy. You've never had a pickled egg? What? Really? I feel like that's really popular. It's common. I would say they taste pretty good. They don't taste bad. I like them actually. This is gonna sound gross, but a little bit of hummus with it is crazy. It's crazy, I'm telling you. Mm. Oh yeah. I feel like I used to do when I used to work as a fry cook, right? Um, I couldn't eat the fried food for like that long, even though it was like good, But like knew that it was not going to be good for me in the end, right? And so what I would do is I'd bring sardines, right? And it depends on if you want the olive oil ones or the tomato paste ones, but both are good. And I'd have hard-boiled eggs um, with some hummus, and that was my meal. And then I'd also have you guys know what Soylent is? It's like a liquid meal replacement, and I'd have Soylent. And it's the weirdest thing to get full from drinking something, but I used to have that a lot. I had a feeling that this one wasn't going to be that good from the beginning, though. There we Oh, wait. I did this wrong. Maybe this will be like the horse or something. Darn, I can't believe I did that. Soylent Green, that's made of people, man. I know that the movie or whatever, but I'm talking about the product. Look it up. It's a thing, I promise. What happened? What went wrong? Oh, I put it on sideways instead of up and down. You'll see in a second. Like that one looked like it had a nose, where the other ones kind of look like pillars. That's the only thing. So that's okay because I already finished all the pawns. So now I'm working on the other pieces, and earlier I even said that it kind of looked like a horse head, so I'm just gonna go with that. It was like my body just guiding me in that direction. So I'm okay with it. Disturbs you every time. It's really not that terrible. I had so much of that stuff. Yep. Night. Yeah, I'll do the night like that just because it seems like it's gonna work out better anyway. Roll this up. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Make a hot dog bun out of clay, make a hot dog bun out of clay, and put them together. Sounds like you should be teaching a whistle making class, yeah. I like to think of them as bowls, but hot dog buns also works. Alright. Here's the other horse. So we need bishop. Maybe the bishop will be like something a little bit more like weird. feel like the bishop should be more like an egg, like a spike. Yeah, I'll see you around. Have a nice night. This is like a normal, just one, no mouthpiece whistle. And so I think they kind of could be the heads, especially if I do a peel off this side to be a bishop, right? To this, we need the queen. I think maybe the king and the queen I just throw. The rook I throw too. I don't even know. A little bit warm. Just trying to square this off here. So these will be like a rook. I'm imagining like if there'd be just two castle towers, but then I'll have a castle like topper, and then this will be like a little nest, like a little mini like offshoot of the building, and then I'll put like a brick texture around them. So just making them all, you know, all different shapes, right? Like these will be the pawns, right? This will be a bishop, right? This will be a horse, There's all sorts of different kinds of them. I think with that. It was a little bit bigger than the other. Should I do one more like that? Maybe. Maybe we'll do one more. And then after that, we're gonna call it. Call it a night. couple more adjustments on this. All right. That is today's stream, guys. We did all of our whistles for our chess set. I'll bring them up here for a second if you want to see. We got the pawns. The horses. The bishops. And my rooks. Sweet. I'm excited. Tomorrow I'm going to be making some weird things for him, but today I just wanted to make sure I made all the whistles. Set this down here. I'm going to wrap that clay up, but maybe we'll wrap it in this bag that's sitting over here. That's it, guys. Thanks again for watching the stream.